Hey Gemini, what's up gang? I hope everybody is well. We're gonna go ahead and do a general message for y'all. If that is something that interests you, please stick around. Gemini, if you're new to this channel, welcome. My name is Jessica. Please take a look at my description box. That will have any information that you need to know. And yes, this is a Gemini channel. However, if you vibe, you tribe, so go ahead and make yourself comfortable. Gemini, if you're returning, welcome back. I hope that you're well. Hope you're taking care of yourself. I do hope that you're doing what's best for you. Thank you for all the love, all the support. Gemini, thank you for all the good vibes. It really does mean the world, okay? All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into this. So this was supposed to be just general messages, but we had the ancestor card that came out for the intuitive message. So I just felt very strongly that we should pull some ancestor messages, okay? I feel like your ancestors are around you right now. There's definitely something going on, possibly with your money. Maybe you're in a waiting period right now for something. There could be a massive opportunity that's coming your way, and maybe there is a little bit of a stagnation or a wait, okay? Some of you guys could also be being tempted by some kind of karmic energy right now, so keep that in mind. The ancestors will definitely come around when there's spiritual warfare that's at play, and that could be something that's going on here, okay? So we're just going to jump right into it, guys, and we're going to see what we get. We're going to use the aesthetic oracle. So what ancestor messages do we have for Gemini? What do the ancestors want to say to Gemini gang? What do the ancestors want to say to Gemini gang? There's something about health and really paying attention to your health, paying attention to what you're eating, paying attention to how much you're moving. There's something here about getting your health in order or making your health a serious priority, okay? Not something that you put on the back burner, but something that you really do pay attention to. We have a tarot reader coming out, okay? So this is divination. This is a spiritualist here, all right? Some of you guys, your psychic abilities could very much be picking up right now. We have strong Sagittarius with the horse here, but it does feel like there's some kind of movement here when it comes to your psychic abilities, okay? If you are a tarot reader and you do that, maybe you're going to be picking up in clients, or maybe something with your abilities is going to be shifting or changing here, okay? Some of you guys could have a Sagittarius ancestor that was very psychic, and this person is coming through, okay? There's a lot of messages that are going to be coming through. Look, your intuition, yes, Pisces, Cancerian energy. There's a lot of messages that are going to be coming through your intuition and also divination. So make sure that you're discerning and deciphering through the messages, but also make sure that you're paying attention to repeating messages. That's something that I'm getting. If there's a lot of repeating messages that you're getting through watching different tarot readers, maybe you're pulling your own cards here, whatever the case is, if it's repeating, you keep getting the same thing over and over and over again. Maybe the reading's not the exact same reading, but there's a detail here that keeps popping up. There's something here like that. Pay attention to that. Pay attention to a detail that keeps popping up in a reading, okay? Let's see what else we have here. Some of you guys are meant to be spiritualists, or you're meant to do divination here. There could be something where your ancestors, like, there's a very strong psychic energy that's in your lineage for some of you guys. Obviously not everybody. Some of you may not have even known about this, because I'm getting the energy of somebody that this could have been an aunt or uncle. I'm getting like an aunt or uncle that could have kind of kept their gifts a little bit hidden away, and maybe only, pulled them out at certain times when they needed to. There could have been like a family member here. I'm strongly getting like an aunt or an uncle, but there could have been a family member here that everybody kind of went to for guidance, went to for advice or help. And people didn't really know why this person knew everything that they knew, but they just seemed to have a lot of knowledge, a lot of hidden knowledge or hidden secrets or something like that, okay? Is what I'm getting. I'm also, for some reason, getting a strong Armenian energy here. Okay? I don't know why, but I am. So Armenia or somewhere near there could be very significant for somebody. I'm getting the energy of somebody whose family member, like your ancestor, was off the beaten path, right? There's this energy of this person being a little eccentric, a little bit of a loner, kind of, just keeping themselves separated from the family or separated from society. And, there could have been a lot of talk about this ancestor. Maybe people called this ancestor crazy or said that they, you know, that's crazy old what's her face, or that's weird auntie whoever, you know, it's giving that kind of energy. Like this person could have had a lot of cats, or they could have had a lot of bells around their house. I'm getting that. I'm getting like bells or chicken bones or something like that around somebody's house. Little dangly things on the porch is what I'm getting for somebody, okay? This could have definitely been somebody who had like a protective amulet or something, or amulet, however you say that. Somebody who carried something for protection or gave you something for protection, Gemini, okay? I'm getting that very strongly. Let's get another one out here. General messages from the ancestors for Gemini gang. What messages do the ancestors have for Gemini gang? Oh, we have a wish fulfillment that's coming out. Y'all, the dandelions have been out, right? I mean, we're well into spring at this point. And so, you know, lots of things are blooming, but I've been noticing them all around my yard, and I love to pick them and blow them into the wind. And I know I'm just spreading the seeds around, but to be honest, I've considered growing these just because I love dandelions so much, y'all. Okay, I really do. But yeah, there's something here about that. Maybe that's a childhood memory here with this ancestor. Y'all used to like go play in the yard and they would, you know, blow dandelions or tell you to make a wish or something like that. But there's definitely wish fulfillment that is on the table here for you, Gemini. Your ancestors want you to know that. There's wish fulfillment coming through here, and you could be hearing about this in readings, all right? You might be hearing about this over and over and over again, and it might be a little frustrating because you're not seeing it for whatever reason. We have the Dark Prince here on the bottom of the deck, which represents the darkness. This is not just like a karmic toxic energy. This is somebody who has embraced their darkness. They've taken the crown from the darkness, and they've already got their hands dirty quite a few times. But this could also just represent the darkness, seeing that you have some kind of wish fulfillment that's coming towards you, and it's already kind of planning or strategizing ways to maybe mess that up or get in the way. So be cognizant of that, right? Your ancestors coming through with a warning. Yes, you have wish fulfillment. Yes, you will get clues and hints in regards to this through divination, but also know that the darkness is aware of it too and will definitely be trying you, okay? Some of you guys could be having dreams here where maybe you're seeing the darkness in your dreams somehow. There's something like that going on. What else do we have here? Messages from the ancestors for Gemini gang. Oh, there's too many. I'm not going to take those. Messages from the ancestors, please, for Gemini gang. What messages do we have from the ancestors? What do they want Gemini to know? Oh, okay. We have a message coming through. So there's going to be a message that's going to come to you, Gemini. This could be email. This could be a text. This could be a phone call, a voicemail. This could be a letter in the mail, a certified letter, something official, perhaps. Okay? However, this communication comes in, it is communication, and it does feel written or typed out. It, you know, could be a phone call, could be a voicemail. I already said that, but I'm feeling very intuitively this is written out, whatever this message is, okay? This is going to come on just an everyday, average day, okay? This is going to come where I feel like you are not expecting this message to come in, Gemini. It's like you're busy, you're doing your thing, you're maybe going through your calendar or your diary here to see what you have coming up. You could be writing something, reading something, very much working on something. And then this message comes in, or, you know, you get this letter, okay? What this message is about, I cannot say. We will, of course, dig deeper, but there is some kind of message here. This kind of wanted to pop. We have being at a crossroads with caution. We have the fire ants, and then what is this? Oh, that's still the same. This message could put you at a crossroads. This message could throw you into this energy where you feel like you need to be caution for whatever reason, okay? This message could make you feel like you need to focus on something, pay attention to the details. This could also be the energy behind this message. Somebody who sent this message to you feels this way. For whatever reason, this is showing up in the reading though, guys, okay? So there is a message that's coming in. This message could be wish fulfillment, maybe even waiting for this, maybe even waiting for an approval, a verdict, some kind of notice maybe perhaps, okay? maybe you have been waiting for this, but whatever the case is, it's coming in. We have divine masculine with the hourglass, so there is a sense of divine timing here. There might be some timing issues around this message for whatever reason. I don't know if this is sailing in, sailing out. I'm guessing this is sailing in because we have read the fine print on the bottom of the deck. It just feels like you wouldn't need to read the fine print if something was sailing away. Usually that's when something's sailing in. But we have the ancestors that are not pleased with the hawk energy. So whatever this message is, there's something here about how you respond to it, how you react. There's something where the ancestors they're paying attention to this message, okay? Can we get some clarifying energy out here, please, Spirit? Give me something for this spiritualist, please. The spiritualist energy for what the ancestors want Gemini to know. The spiritualist energy. What do we have here for what the ancestors want Gemini to know in regards to the spiritualist? We have the Hermit energy. So that is my card of spirit being, well, one of my cards of spirit, being guided by spirit, being guided by the light, following your own internal light here on your path, okay? And then we have the moon, which again doubles down on that intuitive energy. So Gemini, those of you that are spiritualists, you are being guided by spirit, okay? I don't know, maybe you needed to hear that, or maybe you weren't sure, okay? But there is something here about this reading that's maybe you're getting a reading, or maybe again you're doing readings for yourself or for other people, but you're getting a lot of messages through divination right now, and your ancestors want you to know that's one of the main ways right now that they're relaying really important messages. Maybe somebody around here likes to watch a lot of tarot, okay? Maybe you're always watching tarot, maybe you listen to it in the background while you're doing things, or you have readers that you check out every single day, like you check out these certain readers. It doesn't have to just be me, obviously, right? There could definitely be, there's tons of readers on YouTube, obviously, so it could be anything. But regardless of what reader it is, because that's not really the point here, there's an energy here of getting messages of guidance through this energy. Like what step you need to take. Things that are confirming your intuition is what I'm getting with the moon. Because this moon is like, there's a lot of clouds surrounding this moon, which always kind of gives me this energy of maybe you're a little foggy in your intuition, or you're not sure of it, you know? Maybe you're getting very strong messages, like the message is very clear. It's just, can I trust it? There's a lot of confirmation coming through because of that, and your ancestors want you to know that, yeah. For sure. They want you to know that they are coming through divination to give you a lot of confirmation right now. So you can trust that. Obviously, always use your discernment with tarot readings. But again, some of the clues that I'm getting here is that it'll be repeating. You'll be hearing the same exact thing. And I mean, it will feel uncanny is the energy I'm getting. Okay? So say readers keep mentioning a red car for some reason. All these different readers, all these different platforms, they're different. They're not connected at all. Different styles, different vibes. Red car, right? It's like there's something here to pay attention to when it comes to that energy, okay? A red car could be significant then. That's the kind of energy I'm getting, guys. Somebody might be seeing the Justice card a lot too. So Libra energy could be significant, but your ancestors could be trying to let you know something is going to work out in your favor. We do have wish fulfillment here. Something's going to be made right. So if you've been stressing about that, there's a need to not stress, okay? All right, interesting. Give me something for this wish fulfillment here for what the ancestors want Gemini to know. We got divine masculine popping up to say, hey, okay? So divine masculine, you could be getting some kind of wish fulfillment right now, for sure. Some of you guys could be getting a divine masculine, and that could be wish fulfillment. Some of you guys have let go and you've surrendered the situation, right? I'm getting the energy here of not really stressing about it, not really worrying about it, and letting things come to you. It's funny because we have divine masculine out here, which is very action oriented and creation, right? Creating your path or your way. And then this is giving very much divine feminine energy in the act and essence of just being, right? And because of that, you will receive, you will attract things. So it's almost like some of you guys could be attracting this kind of energy in. You've surrendered, you've let something go, you're very self-focused, focused on your healing, focused on your growth, focused on maybe, again, your health, as the ancestors said in the beginning. You're focusing on that. You're focusing, there's like a big self-focus here, okay? And I feel like because of that, some of you guys are definitely drawing somebody towards you. This could be a brand new person. You could have never met this person or talked to this person before. You don't know who this person is, but your vibe is attracting your tribe, right? So they are being drawn into you. Now, for my ones that you identify as divine masculine, whether you're female or not, it doesn't really matter. It's not about gender, it's about energy, okay? I have a lot of male clients that identify as divine feminine. And I've had a couple female clients that have told me they feel like they're in divine masculine energy. So it's not about gender, okay? But if you do identify as a divine masculine, I feel like there's something here about you getting to relax finally, okay? And this could be a wish fulfillment. Like some of you guys could be like, I don't want nothing. I don't want for anything. I don't want a new car. I don't want a new TV. I don't want, a new house, a new this, a new that. All I want is some time to myself to relax. All I want is to just not have to worry about work, not have to look at the clock, not have to stress about this deadline and reaching this number and, achieving this goal. Not have to worry about what my boss needs and my coworker needs and my family needs and my friends need and whatever. Like all I want is to just have some downtime to just relax. I want to take a nice bath. I want to light some candles. I want to create an ambiance here, right? I want to cook myself a nice meal. I want to sit on the couch and just chill and watch some TV and pass out. Like, I want to go, maybe, I don't know, maybe you want to go out and play some darts or something, or just maybe you want to go for a bike ride. I don't know what it is, but there's this energy here of just wanting to chill and relax and not have to worry about your responsibilities here. Because I feel like I'm picking up on a divine masculine or a person in general, right? You're very much on the go. You're very much in that energy of achieving something, making something happen here, okay? It's like you just want to be able to relax. You don't want to feel the stress or the pressure that you're feeling right now, because I feel like something is non-stop. Oh, wow. We got divine feminine right underneath that. I had no idea, guys. And I'm telling you, I was picking up that divine feminine energy. I really was. Now, for somebody, this is not for everybody, but for some of you, maybe when I was talking about that whole, if you're a divine feminine, if you're a divine masculine, maybe some of you guys are like, I don't know what I am. Am I a divine feminine? Am I a divine masculine? I have no idea, because sometimes I feel like I'm in that feminine energy, and then other times I feel like I'm in that masculine energy. Which one am I? Maybe some of you guys switch back and forth depending on the situation, right? There could be something like that where you're trying to figure out what you are. We also have the protected and in stormy waters. Interesting, guys. So I'm kind of getting to that there's been a divine union that is being protected. There could have been some spiritual warfare here. Zebra is talking about spiritual warfare for me, and then we have the protected card, and we have the stormy waters. So yeah, it feels like for some of you guys, there could have been a union that was maybe attacked, and the ancestors are wanting you to know that you can relax. Everything's going to be okay. That's what I'm getting, guys. And they're not really, to be honest with you, they're not really elaborating much after that. They're not saying this union will come back together. They're not saying that y'all will be fine and whatever energy disrupted this union will get karma. And they're not saying any of that. They're just saying everything's going to be okay so you can relax. Okay? There was definitely some kind of spiritual warfare, though, between a divine feminine and a divine masculine. Okay? There was a test or something here that's happened. Regardless of that, though, I am getting the energy again of a divine masculine that wants to just rest, wants to relax, doesn't want to have to stress about work anymore, does have a desire, does have a wish fulfillment in mind for themselves. But it's almost like, you know, we've made it to base camp 1 here, and before I can even think of getting to base camp 2 or even base camp 3, I need to chill for a second, you know? It's like there's an energy here of somebody who has so many dreams, so many goals, and they do have an ultimate desire. I mean, this could be somebody who has an ultimate desire to go after a divine feminine, but, you know, what good would it be to go after this divine feminine if they don't have any energy? You know, if they're so drained, it's like somebody needs to chill. Somebody needs to just take some time for them and not have to worry about anything, including a divine feminine. That's for somebody, okay? For others of you, yeah, I feel like, again, a divine feminine, if maybe you feel like you had met your divine masculine and then something happened, there was some kind of warfare or test or stormy waters or something here. This was protection in whatever way. And I do feel like you may be attracting a divine masculine towards you, whether it's your original one, like whoever this was that you went through the stormy waters with, or whether this is a brand new one, right? Some of you guys want the new, like you know what I mean? Like, no offense to the past divine masculines, right? But it's like, we want a fresh start. We want something new, you know? That could be how some of you guys are feeling. But either way, there is a wish fulfillment surrounding this, okay? What is this message here for what the ancestors want Gemini to know? What is this message? What is this message here that's coming in? We have an offer. Okay, we have an offer coming in from a distance. I don't know if it's coming in from a distance, guys. I just feel a little obligated to say it sometimes. But yeah, this is definitely something that's coming out of nowhere here, you know? This is my card of like, bam, this thing just offers you, you know, depending on the surrounding cards, this can be a dirty offer, but this doesn't feel like it. Of course, we will look at tarot. Tarot will give us the real deal, that's for sure, right? Tarot will give us all the dirty little details we need. But it feels like this is an offer, maybe, you know, again, a second chance at something. For some of you guys, that's what this could definitely be. You know, something fell apart, you've surrendered it, you're like, well, it happens, right? You've done your healing, you were sad about it, you were angry about it, you took your time to heal, and now you're moving forward here. Is the energy I'm getting, and now something's coming around to, I don't want to say replace it, but for some of you guys, yes, very much so, okay? For others of you, this could be something coming back around, but in a better form. I mean, just take it as it resonates, because again, some of y'all do not want anything to do with your past, some of you guys want something new. It just really depends on what you feel intuitively. And again, confirmation would be you're hearing about this in tarot readings or through divination somehow. This particular message keeps coming out about, I feel very strongly about what path you're meant to go down or what is coming towards you. I feel that very strongly. You keep hearing about this in readings, okay? But there's a message of an opportunity. There's a message of a prestigious honor, perhaps. This could definitely be a work opportunity. We're going to look at tarot and see what it is. But somebody wants to offer you something. There was a stagnant period, and then there was a pinky promise to maybe return, or that your souls would come together at a certain time. Okay, so if this is somebody new, you guys made a promise on the other side that you would meet at a particular time on your journey, right? Look, we have 2 horses. Interesting. Strong Sagittarius, guys. This is the Knight Rider card too. This is something coming in out of nowhere, possibly a message coming in at night. We have a locked door, okay? Maybe somebody wants to try to, yeah, this is my, let's figure it out, right? This is the formula. So maybe somebody's trying to figure out how they can get past a blocked door here. We have bird bitch energy. We don't want to see them, that's for sure. Okay, anything else before I put this deck up and I start clarifying? Whoa, we have honey. Honey coming out, okay? With read the fine print. Yeah, read the fine print on whatever this message is. Don't just be swayed by sweet words or lots of reward, right? Because the honey comes after all the hard work that the bees have put in. I mean, it took a lot of hard work just to get that much honey. So don't get swayed almost with whatever this message is. Because it feels like this message might be very sweet, whether it's emotionally sweet, financially sweet, right? Whatever it is, it's like, oh, wow, you know, I really want that, or I've been waiting for this, or this is, you know, the opportunity of a lifetime, or this is a great job, or this is a new person or a person in general that makes my heart go thumpity thump. Okay? And it can be really easy to get carried away, or it can be really, and I'm not trying to like poop on anybody's parade here, okay? Because I feel like there's a you know, be happy, right? Be happy, be optimistic here, but be cautious. It's like a healthy amount of caution here, or at least look into something deeper, okay? It's like, if this is, yeah, because look, Dark Prince blocked, Divine Feminine contract. Give me just 1 second, guys. I want to clarify something before I say something. Whatever this message is, it's going to cause some kind of impact into your life. And there is an element of divine timing, okay? Like, this is not something that you get this message and you're just like, oh, well, whatever, right? This does cause some kind of impact. We have the darkness with the, I feel very strongly that the darkness is surrounding this. Not that the darkness is sending the actual message. Like, I don't feel like this is something to throw you off track or that this is a bad thing. I just feel like there's something here where it's like there's a sneakiness here. I can feel it. Read the fine print again. What's beneath that? The hawk. And we have the snake. Yeah. Some of you guys, I ain't gonna lie, this could be somebody coming in that maybe they're saying that they are different, they're changed, they're this, they're that, but maybe they're not. Okay? Maybe this energy is going to impact your life, or there's an energy of waiting for the perfect moment to come in. We're going to get some tarot, but whatever this message is, guys, there's a need here to really look deeper into it. Okay? So, for example, if this is an energy coming towards you and this is somebody from your past and you're, for whatever reason, like, okay, well, I'll hear this out, okay? Is the behavior changed? Are they offering you any different than why you, or what you had when you first left, right? Like, this is not the energy of somebody who needs to come in offering you like marriage or anything, but are they serious? Are their actions, not just their words, but are their actions showing you that something is different this time? Because if you're just picking up where you left off, obviously that's not good because you guys separated. So there was obviously something wrong with where you left off, right? If this is somebody who didn't know what they want, couldn't commit for whatever reason, are they coming back in with that same energy? Because if that's the case, why waste anybody's time here to get the same result? If you want different results, you have to give different actions, right? If this is somebody new coming in, there's an energy here of really paying attention to red flags, really looking deep into how they're talking, how they're acting, what do their intentions seem to be, what does it feel like they want out of the situation, okay? Same thing with a work situation, guys. Like, ask yourself, what would a day look like? What's the pay? You know, are there benefits? Is this something that is cohesive for my life? Because it feels like whatever this is, it is a sweet offer with the honey. That's what it feels like. And there could be something here where it's like there is a deserved reward here with that honey. I'm just wondering if there's been this energy of maybe somebody paying attention and waiting for the perfect moment. I don't know, guys. I don't know why I'm feeling iffy about that. Why am I feeling iffy about this, Spirit? Why am I feeling like this? We have Judgment coming out. Look, and isn't this crazy too? Because she's in the bath and she's obviously, well, she's not obviously naked, but 9 times out of 10, she is naked. And then we have this energy of this girl being naked on stage, being judged by people, right? So, This whatever this is has the possibility of disrupting your peace, guys. That's kind of what I'm getting. Okay? This has the possibility of maybe disrupting your peace a little bit. And it's interesting because we have divine masculine with the wish fulfillment here. Maybe this is different energies. Let's start clarifying, guys. Maybe that's why your ancestors are coming through saying that you're going to get guidance through divination. If you've been being told that there's going to be two energies that are going to maybe possibly show up in your life around the same time, there's going to be a distinct difference here. Like, you're going to be able to tell which one is of divine nature and which one is more like, this is all for show, this is flashy, or this is, you know, because I feel like you're resting or you're in the energy of healing here, Gemini, when all of a sudden this comes in. And I feel like this would make you happy too. Like, that's the thing, right? Okay, let's see. Not what I was expecting, obviously. Okay, so give me something for this spiritualist here with the... Okay, we have the Seven of Pentacles. And then on the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit card. Well, that's the Hermit card twice, basically, okay? It's like Spirit's working through divination. And this is Spirit for sure. Your ancestors could be helping to guide these messages and help you receive these messages. But these are messages of Spirit, from Spirit. It's like there's this energy here of something kind of trying to guide you towards more stability, towards more growth, okay? For sure. Possibly in regards to your work. Again, if you are a reader and you do this for a living, it's like, yeah, you are definitely being guided by the light, and you're going to keep growing because of that, because of all the good work that you do, you know? It's like, it's not coming from a selfish place. It's not coming from a place of, I just want to make a quick buck, and I don't really care about the messages that come out, you know? Like, you really do take your time to learn your craft, and you relay something of substance here, okay? This is also Spirit saying these are the type of readers that you should listen to. You shouldn't listen to readers that are just going to regurgitate whatever they want and not really care about the consequences of how it affects, you know, the person that's watching the reading. Obviously, readings on YouTube are general readings, guys, and, you know, to be fair to the actual reader, we don't know what the heck we're going to pick up on, but everybody has, you know, you have that compass of discipline within you of, okay, well, maybe this is a message that needs to be said a different way, or maybe not revealed at all, because some things don't need to be said. I don't know. That's just how I feel. Okay? Using discretion as a reader is something that's coming through here. Or, you know, kind of drifting towards readers that do use discernment and discretion and don't just say whatever, okay? But there is an energy here of being led towards a healthier path, or towards a path of where you can invest in what you are growing and you will see a profit. You will see some kind of harvest because of that, okay? You could be hearing about this a lot too. You could be hearing about your investments or your harvest through tarot readings here. Yeah, I feel like you're being led out of a really negative situation, guys. Okay? There's like a healing energy that's coming through here. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. And I know this is, I don't know. You're going to take the reading how you're going to take it, right? But at the end of the day. But it is giving me the energy of like your ancestors, what they're saying here is that you're going to have messages of both hope and nope, right? Like, you're going to be warned about betrayals. You're going to be warned about letdowns, okay? And backstabbery is the energy I'm getting. But then you're also going to be getting the heads up here about really positive energy, growth, and progression. It's up to you to look at these things and discern. That's the message I'm getting here. There's a very strong message here about not making readings fit for you. Not hearing what you want to hear, right? Like, if you get a message, if you, like, let's say you do pick a cards or something, right? You watch pick a cards, and you watch a pick a card on how this person feels, right? And it's not a great message. And then you're like, well, maybe that wasn't for me. And you start second guessing that. But then when you get something positive, you're like, yeah, that's my message. It's like, Don't try to make the reading be something, because that's where we get into trouble, guys. And to me, honestly, if you're not willing to take the message that you don't want to hear, there's nothing valid about the message that you do want to hear, because you're just basically cherry picking. How can you trust the message you do want to hear if you're not willing to trust the message that you don't want to hear sometimes, right? So there's something coming through here where, yes, you are getting very strong messages through divination, whether this is you doing your own cards or having cards pulled for you. The good, the bad, you're getting messages about all these things. All these things are valuable, and you need to pay attention to all of it, not just the good stuff, right? Because if we pay attention to, because sometimes I'm getting the energy here particularly, okay, of getting heads up about things. And if we pay attention to these things, we accept these heads up, we can avoid things. Because the future is never set in stone, guys. Never. You can change the future with thoughts, actions, choices. You know, if you were hell-bent on going left, but then, you know, you keep getting omens that going left is the wrong way, so you decide to change and go right, well, then you've changed your trajectory, you've changed your path, you've changed the future. And possibly for the best. Especially if the signs are cautioning you here, okay? Some of you guys could be getting messages about a house or a new job or a new relationship that might be telling you something you don't want to hear, but you're also being told that, you know, there's something else on the horizon here. So some of you guys could be being told that whoever or whatever it is that you want might not be for you, but there's something else out there. Accept that message. That's for somebody, okay? Accept that message, but have strong boundaries, be discerning, guys. And make sure you're, you know, I'm going to get off of this in a second, but make sure the quality of the reader matches the quality of the reading, if that makes any sense, guys, because, you know, there's some not great stuff out there, okay? It's okay to be a healthy skeptic. It's okay to kind of push back a little bit on the messages that you're getting. I'm not saying to attack readers by any means, right? But there is an energy of you just don't have to watch it. You know, the power of participation is in your hands at all times. In most things, guys, in most things, right? You don't have to participate. You don't have to participate in this career, in this job, in this conversation, in this relationship, in these bad habits, and these addictions, and the good things. You don't have to participate in this reading. You can click off right now if you really want to, okay? So keep that in mind with your discernment with readings. All right, let's get to the meat and potatoes. Well, I don't know if it's just the potatoes, but what is this wish fulfillment here with this divine masculine? Let me get some water, guys. What is this wish fulfillment with this divine masculine, okay? Again, there's a masculine energy out there that's tired. Your back hurts, your shoulders hurt, your neck hurts, okay? Your heart hurts, your soul hurts. You're just tired. Am I here just to work? Is that all I'm here to do is just work? I don't get a break. I don't get time to enjoy life. I don't get to make my own schedule, make my own day. Yeah, I'm just out here just working for these coins here. You know, any little coin I can get. There might be a divine masculine that's on the road a lot. You travel a lot. You're traveling late nights, or you're getting up extra early to travel. You know, you have to eat on the go. You don't really get to sit. I mean, technically you do get to sit down to eat. You're just in your car. That's for somebody, okay? That could be for somebody. It's like you got to eat on the go. You know, you got to eat something that you can one-hand it. Because the other hand has to be on the steering wheel, or it has to be on a keyboard, or it has to be on a pen or something here. It's like working constantly. Yeah, trying to keep things going is the energy that I'm getting, because if you don't, it's like you feel like it's all going to fall down. You know how I feel about that, y'all. Sometimes we just got to let it fall. You know, I feel like some of you guys are working for something more, like you really want to create an abundance or a legacy for yourself. Some of you guys want to buy a house. I'm also getting the energy of I'm not going to be able to settle down until my ducks are in a row. Right? That's what I'm getting for somebody, okay? Like, I can't be serious about somebody. I can't settle down. I can't put any energy or time or effort into something. I can't invest into something. And it feels strongly like a relationship until my ducks are in a row. I'm getting that very strongly. I'm not saying that's right. I'm not saying that's wrong. I'm just saying that's what I'm getting. Like somebody is, they're considering that. You know? Somebody might equate like a relationship with going in the opposite direction of, or let's just say passions and desires. It doesn't necessarily have to be a relationship, but there's an energy here of like, if I wanted to follow my passions, my desires, my creativity here, I would have to go away from this, from, this stable foundation, whatever I'm working towards. I can't have both. There's something here about that with the divine masculine in particular. Feeling like you can't have both for whatever reason. You have to have one or the other. But I gotta be honest with you, bruh, okay? It feels like the whatever you're working on is burning you out slowly but surely. So I don't know here. Some of you guys might want to leave something more structured to go off and see what else is out there here with the Two of Wands. Like what other opportunities lie out there? Is there something fun? Is there something exciting? Some of you guys could be yearning for something from a distance, right? For sure. We got the channel sponsor showing up, the King of Cups, Ten of Cups underneath that. We have the Two of Wands. He's looking out at this, but then this one's looking back. I don't know. There's something there with that, but I do feel very strongly, guys, that there's this energy here of somebody wanting more. It doesn't have to just be a divine masculine. This could just be the energy that you're in right now. You're working really hard towards something, but you're wondering if there's other opportunity out there. Is there, like, I'm getting that song from Beauty and the Beast, there must be more than this provincial life, right? And really, when we think about it, Beauty didn't have no, like, Belle, she didn't have any real problems. I mean, she did. Her father was the crazy, I mean, you know what? Belle's problems in a nutshell, okay? Her father was the town crazy. She was a woman that liked to read, and that was considered weird. And then the hottest dude in town wanted her, and she didn't want him back. I mean, that's not real problems, you know what I mean? But for her, it was a real problem. Like, she felt like, there's got to be more. I'm not happy here. I'm not in my place. Like, it's giving that kind of feeling. Okay, I don't know, guys. What is this? The divine masculine with the wish fulfillment here. The Four of Pentacles, okay? Wasn't going to take it because how it came out so fast. Like literally when I went like this, it came out, and I don't normally like to take cards like that, but there's something just felt right about it. It's like there is an energy here of feeling like you have to hold back on your wish fulfillment for whatever reason. Okay? Or again, being in that survival energy and feeling like you have to work constantly just to kind of keep things going. Like, I don't get a chance to stop here. That is for somebody. That's almost taken over the message, guys, versus the other message that I was picking up where it's like you might be drawing a divine masculine towards you. I mean, yeah, you might be, but he gonna be tired as hell. That's for somebody. I feel like there's an energy here of somebody who like is tired of like clinging to something. They really want to be able to let these burdens go, They really want, like, when their boss calls them and says, okay, well, I need you to get up at, 4 in the morning because I need you to be here by this time, and then I need you to be here at this time. They really just want to be able to be like, you know what, that actually doesn't work for me today. I already have plans, or I just don't feel like doing it. Okay? But they know that their boss gonna be like, what? Yeah, they're trapped. Somebody feels trapped here. So why the ancestors want us to know about this? Obviously, I mean, it's pretty obvious, right? To unstick yourself from the stuck situation that you might be in. Why do the ancestors want Gemini gang to know about this? The Tower. Scorpio energy, and we do have the Two of Cups. Listen, Linda, okay? Two of Cups, Star, Five of Cups. There's the Queen of Cups. And we did see the King of Cups. Now, for somebody, this is not for everybody. For somebody, this is what caused the end of a connection. And your ancestors might just want to confirm that and want you to know that. If you were already feeling this, that this person is overworked, underpaid, stressed out, very focused on their money, And you might have been in the energy here of feeling like, you know, oh, well, this person chooses to focus on their money. I know I've been there before where I've been that person, and I've also accused people of being that person. So I understand how easy it is to look at somebody's life from the outside and be like, well, you're choosing to give your life away to this job. You're choosing to focus on this job over everything else and making that a priority over everything else. But there's something here where this person doesn't have a choice. Maybe they have a lot of debt. Maybe there's contracts, maybe there's contracts here. Okay. I'm getting like really burpy, which I was like, that's, you know how I feel about burping on camera and stuff like that. It's so rude to me, but I can't help it. My body does natural things, but I'm getting very burpy, and you guys know burpiness for me is like purging, releasing. I get very strongly that there's a situation here where there's a divine masculine that is going to need to really reprioritize. I obviously can't tell people to leave their jobs, leave connections and situations and shit. That's really, really irresponsible, especially on a collective reading that thousands of people see. But this could just be part of this confirming message that you keep getting. That there's other things out there, there's other opportunities, other possibilities, but you have to be open for that, okay? So I'm kind of getting two messages here, but it's like the same story. I'm getting the energy of somebody who is very much overworked, has a lot of burden. I feel like this person carries it well, and they are ambitious, and they do want to, they do like their job, or there's something about this that does fulfill them to a certain point. But there's also a deep part about this that feels like this is out of necessity. This is out of survival that I have to work this hard. I don't really want to have to work away like a slave. I don't want to have to prioritize my job over everything. Relationships, my health, my family. This is somebody who possibly really wants to get a pet or something, and they won't get a pet because they won't have time for it. It's like their whole life is built around this job or this career. And I feel like for somebody, there's a tower here. They're noticing that. They're noticing that they're missing out on good things. They're noticing that they are, not prioritizing other things because they're prioritizing this too much. Okay? Now, on the flip side of this, again, if a connection ended and you would classify this person as a workaholic or somebody that's on the grind, uses their work as a distraction, maybe put their work before you or above you, Gemini, if that rings a bell for you, I'm not excusing this person at all. Okay? That's not my job to do that. I'm just reading the cards. I feel like, but there is an energy where it's like, I feel like this person felt like they didn't have a choice. Again, maybe they have debt, maybe they have bills. We all have bills, but you know what I'm saying. They could have more bills, or they could have bigger debt than you were aware of, okay? Like, if I don't pay this, I'm going to go bankrupt type of debt, okay? So there's something here with that. Divine masculine out here twice, okay? Strong Aries energy. It's like somebody wants to heal a situation. I feel like somebody wants to be able to have the control back, right? Because the Lovers, the Gemini energy, it's like you have the control to make the choices that you want to make there. You're making the divine choice. You're taking the control back here. But I feel like somebody feels like they don't have a choice. They have to continue to work. What is this tower? What is this tower here? A sail away. The Devil. Capricorn energy, Leo energy, Scorpio energy. I'm kind of getting, for some of you guys, I don't know why I'm getting the energy of an ultimatum. I hope nobody gave somebody like a you quit your job or you be with me type of ultimatum, because come on, sis / sir. What are we doing right? You know what I mean? Like, you can't be like using somebody's livelihood as like an ultimatum. You can be pissed about it, but it's like, tell them they got to leave their job or be with you. That's a little severe. But I feel like that could be the situation for somebody, okay? I don't know, guys. Very specific message. For some of you guys, The Tower here might be that this divine masculine is realizing that they don't want something anymore. Something that they spent a lot of time building on, something that they spent a lot of time working on. They're tired. They want happiness. They want fulfillment in a different way. They want to explore their passions, their creativity, their dreams. They don't want to do this anymore. They have that wish inside. They are seeing all the sacrifices that they've made for this, and they're starting to question if it's worth it. For others of you, when something fell apart, if something did fall apart, this person may have acted very unfazed and went right back to the grind, like nothing. They didn't miss a beat, they didn't skip a beat. This might have really hurt you deeply because you maybe expected this person to come after you, chase you, put in some kind of effort, try, I don't know. But whatever this is with this Four of Pentacles, that's my mini devil card. That's something that has a hold on us, right? So I feel like there's something here, maybe, I don't know, maybe you don't know about this Tower energy here. What is this Tower energy with this divine masculine? What is this Tower energy? What is the Tower? What's breaking down here? What's the Tower? Okay, we have the Wheel of Fortune. Well, whatever it is, it's unexpected, guys. And it's causing stress. Oh, Lord. For some of you guys, wow, listen, this is not for everybody. This is not for everybody, but for some of you guys, what somebody has worked on really, really hard might crumble. Or they might take a pay cut that they're not expecting. Okay? But the Tower is always spiritual intervention. It's always the energy of spirit coming in and knocking something away that's not serving us any longer. Oftentimes in the Tower, there's this energy of a willful ignorance here. I'm going to continue to hold on to something because it keeps me safe, or I feel like I don't have any other choice, or there's not another way, right? But sometimes we find that when the Tower gets knocked down, though it's shocking, though it's painful, though it can be very jarring, there is this energy here of rebuilding something on a very solid foundation. I feel very strongly that something needed to purge. Okay? Yeah, there's an energy here of leaving something behind. Whether this is by your own doing or somebody else's, I cannot say, but it does feel like there's energy of hitting the road, going in a different direction. Oh gosh, guys, yeah. Big energy of release here, okay? And it feels unexpected, and it feels connected to, again, a masculine energy here with what they've been holding on to in their material life. Okay? That's just what I'm getting, guys. And the ancestors could be coming through as a warning. Ten of Swords. What is this message here? Oh, what do we have here? We have the Temperance. And then we have the Death. This could be a message of healing. This could be a message of balance here that comes in after an ending. Scorpio energy, Sagittarius energy. So if this is a masculine energy that somehow something crashes down in their material world, I do feel like if this is you, there's going to be some kind of message that's going to come in that is going to cause some kind of balance or healing or something like that. Possibly another job offer. Okay, or possibly you being able to start your creative energies or your dreams going here. But it does feel like you're going to be okay after this Tower. Like there's going to be healing here. There's going to be a sense of calm or a sense of balance here. Okay, I also feel like somebody's sending you a message wanting to moderate their energy, right? They don't want to come off too extreme. They don't want to come off too happy, too sad, too angry, too this. They kind of want to come off as very zen, very chill is the energy I'm getting with this message that's coming through. Okay? And again, there was an ending here. It's like, can we create peace after this ending? Can we find balance after this ending? Can we recalibrate after this ending? That's the message. What is the actual contents of the message here? What's the content? Oh, shoot. We have the Five of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups. What's the contents of the message? Nine of Cups, wish fulfillment. Knight of Cups back on the bottom of the deck, the Fool. Somebody's not sure about this message. Somebody doesn't trust this person. Somebody feels like they were an option. Maybe they were told about this. Maybe their intuition has told them about this. Somebody feels like somebody kept other options from them. okay? Somebody feels like they were, like, if they were talking to somebody, that person was talking to somebody else or several people at the same time, but at least one other person at the same time. Somebody feels that way with the Queen of Swords. Like, they feel like, you know, are you just coming back to put me on your line, put me back into the roster, right? Like, you know what I mean? I don't have time for that. So somebody, even though this is wish fulfillment, I feel like this Queen of Swords wants to hear this message. She does, or he does. I'm saying she because it's a queen. But yeah, this Queen of Swords wants to hear this message. Like, they do. It's wish fulfillment. And it's something that could bring a lot of healing or balance here. But this is also a very suspicious energy. That's why we're getting that read the fine print and all that toxic energy and that weirdness that I was feeling, because this is coming from somebody that this Queen of Swords doesn't necessarily trust, because she feels like this person makes very sporadic decisions, doesn't really think it out, think it through. And this Queen of Swords also feels like they may have been an option. Okay? Maybe maybe, like, you know, maybe something broke apart and then the next week this person had somebody else already that they were cozying up with, and it's like, okay, you move on very quickly. Or I guess you got like all kinds of options, all kinds of people in your back pocket. You can just call up. One person don't work out, I'll just call up the next person. That's how this Queen of Swords feels about whoever this energy is that's reaching out to them. And again, this is that energy here of, and that could be what that judgment energy was that we saw too. Like, Queen of Swords is heavily judging whoever this is. Not in like a, oh my God, you're so weird type of way. Not like that kind of judgment, but more like the judgment of like, why are you here? What do you want? I thought I wasn't good enough for you, or I thought, like, you know, you didn't give a shit, right? Like, there's something like that here. I feel like, again, this Queen of Swords has developed some kind of peace or balance where this person is like doing better now. They're doing okay. For a moment, I don't feel like the Queen of Swords was doing okay. Okay? I feel like there's an energy here where this you'll hear about this in divination, guys. Probably all these things. Look at the little divine masculine just popping up there. It's so weird looking. But anyways, yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting. Maybe this Queen of Swords feels like this person just wants to win, you know, or win them back or something like that. But this is a wish fulfillment, this message coming in. It's just that, can I trust it, is almost what I'm getting here, okay? Who is sending this message? Who is sending the message? Who is sending this message, Spirit? Okay. We have the Four of Wands here. And look, we got masculine energy on the bottom of the deck. So this is definitely an Emperor, a divine masculine, a masculine energy. Could be an Aries, could be a Sagittarius, okay? Could be a Scorpio. Well, this is somebody that you consider a soulmate that's sending this message to you. Okay? Why do the ancestors want Gemini to know? Why do the ancestors want Gemini to know? Page of Wands. Because this person's taking inspired action, but there's also a level of immaturity here with the Page of Wands. Why do the ancestors want Gemini to know that this message is coming? King of Cups. There we go. Ace of Cups. Justice. Hierophant. King of Cups. The Devil. The Seven of Swords. Look, I'm gonna keep it real because you guys know how that's how I do it, okay? Some of you guys can trust this person, some of you guys can't. You will know very deeply in your soul of souls, in your heart of hearts, whether or not you can trust this person. And even if you can trust this person, this doesn't mean that you just need to bust it wide open, put it on a platter for them, and make everything easy because they came back. This person might be expecting a parade because they came back. I don't know. This person definitely might know that maybe you would be happy to hear from this person because of how deep the soul connection was, and there's no disputing that. With Spirit throwing out the Four of Wands for who this person is, even Spirit is acknowledging, yes, this is a soulmate, right? But a soulmate doesn't make a life partner. Okay, that's a big lesson there. A soulmate does not make a life partner. With the King of Cups and the Ace of Cups for who this person is, or excuse me, for why the ancestors want you to know about this person again has been watching you heal yourself, watching you work on yourself. Have they been working on themselves though? That's the big question here. Okay, I'm not saying that they are, I'm not saying that they aren't. That's just what I'm getting here. This message is going to come in very unexpectedly. It could come in on a just everyday whatever type of energy. It could come in at a nighttime. You know, it could come in under a full moon. We saw the moon several times. Could come through in Sagittarius season. That's a little ways off, right? But you never know. But it feels like this person wants to connect with you, okay? They do want to connect with you. I'm just very worried about this person being the Page of Wands for why the ancestors want you to know. It's almost like this person, they're a little immature, okay? Or maybe they're not as developed as you, or maybe they're trying to come in and treat this situation very lightly. I don't know. There's something here, you know. I feel like there's an energy of this person wanting to balance the scales, wanting to make things right. Maybe wanting to offer some kind of higher level commitment to you, okay? Queen of Cups. Why is Gemini suspicious of this person? Then we're going to move on because I don't think we're going to get much else out of this, right? And we're already at an hour. You know what I mean? What else can we get here? Why is Gemini suspicious of this person? Why is Gemini suspicious? 5 of Wands. 7 of Cups. Because this person brings confusion. You know? It's like if this person was steady and knew what they wanted, you would be steady and you would know what you want. You know, it's really not complicated. This person complicates an uncomplicated situation. Is kind of what I'm getting. Also, there's something here about options and competition. Competition, options with the 7 of Cups. There's something here about, am I just another option? Are you here because whatever maybe that you were giving your attention to when we fell apart fell through for you, and so now, well, I guess back to old, you know, old standby here. Old sure thing. Right? I'm wondering if some of you guys feel like maybe this person considers you to be a sure thing. And you know, they don't really have to try as hard. They know that you're willing to take whatever crumbs that they'll give or whatever attention that they'll give or something. It's kind of like insulting a little bit. So I can see why you guys feel that way. Because there's almost this energy of like you want somebody that will choose you, right? Some of you guys could have that thing that happens, guys. And I know because this happens to me. Just being vulnerable, being transparent. For some reason, when I get interested in somebody, there's always another option presented. Not to me. Because Spirit knows my heart. When I'm interested in somebody, I'm interested in somebody. And there might as well not be anybody else on the world that even exists because I'm not going to see them. That's how I've always been. That's how I work. But there's always usually like an option presented to the other person. Whether it's like a past person or it's a new, shiny, whatever person or whatever. There's always some other option that's floating around here. You know? And this is Spirit's way of testing this energy. Because I feel like Spirit wants you with somebody that is going to see you as, you know, their end all, be all, right? Like, this is who I want to be with. There is nobody else I'm interested in. I don't care about my past. I don't care about anybody new and shiny that is going to turn out to be a facade. I want what Gemini has given me because they've invested a lot in me. They've shown me who they are. I know their heart, and that's what I want, right? It's like Spirit wants you to be with somebody who really knows what they want and will be solid for you. So if you keep finding yourself in these situations where you connect with somebody and then there's always some other option presented and then they always go to that other option for whatever reason, I know that can be really hurtful and it can make you feel like, well, what's wrong with me? But guys, I am so fucking serious when I say rejection is protection. You want somebody who is going to be solid about you. Somebody who's going to fuck with you the long way, Gemini. Just like Spirit messes with you the long way. Spirit wants somebody that messes with you the long way. Not the short way. Not for the, okay, well, for the foreseeable future or until something better comes along way. Okay? So maybe you know this about this person. Like, no, you obviously had other options. You obviously were entertaining other people. Or there was other things that were more important. It's like, is that just because these things aren't an option anymore? So now you're back to old standby? I don't know, guys. Okay. I don't know. You guys gotta let me know if it resonates. Let's get some soulmate messages from this person that's sending this message in, because it's clearly a soulmate. I mean, King of Cups, channel sponsor, 4 of Wands, Ace of Wands, or Ace of Cups. I mean, that's a soulmate, okay? Give me some messages from this person that's going to be sending a message to Gemini gang. Some messages from this person. is going to be sending a message to Gemini gang. We have focused on money. Ding, 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 ding. Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Right? Maybe this is the same energy, guys. Y'all know your readings better than me sometimes. I'm just reading cards, and that's the thing about being a reader. Like, we're just pulling out cards, and we kind of got to develop a story and figure it out right along with y'all. So if you guys were like, yep, that's what's going on here. This person is very much... This could have been an energy of somebody who was very much focused on money, but they were also entertaining other options, but these options were shallow options. They were not options that could hold a candle to you, Gemini. But that was what they needed. They didn't need something that they had to take serious. They didn't need something at that point where I have to invest in this. I have to show up in a certain way. You know? I have to really be what I need to be for this. I need something easy. I need something that doesn't care if I neglect it for a week. You know? And it'll still be happy to hear from me. I need something that doesn't care if I take it seriously or not, right? I need something that doesn't care if I put everything and anything above it because I have to have my priorities over here. I want something easy, right? You're not easy, Gemini. And I mean that in the best of ways. So yeah, this person could have been focused on money, but they also could have been entertaining other options, easier options. Again, people who are okay to take breadcrumbs because they're either emotionally unavailable or they have extremely low self-esteem and self-worth, where they'll take whatever they can get. You're not like that. Maybe for a second you were working with this person, but once you saw what the situation was, no thank you. I don't accept breadcrumbs. Do I look like a fucking pigeon to you? Does anything about me besides maybe my body say pigeon? No. Okay, that's the kind of energy I'm getting, Gemini. But anyways, we have focused on money. It says, I'm currently focusing on my career and finances. My main priority is financial stability. Is this ringing a bell? Okay, we have, will you listen? There's so many things I want to say to you, but will you hear me all the way out? Will you believe me? Maybe this person wants to tell you some of this stuff. I don't know if they want to tell you about the options, but they definitely probably want to tell you that, you know, they had to put their career first. They got debt. They got this going on. You know, their boss is riding them, you know, breathing down their neck. They might want to be open with you about their money issues, guys. Okay? For some of you. Now, for everybody, there wasn't another option. There wasn't other people. Y'all have to take things as they resonate, okay? Like, you would know. If you're like, no, my person wasn't messing with nobody else, but they were definitely just, you know, extremely focused on money. Okay, right? Give me messages from this person that's going to be messaging Gemini, okay? Give me messages from this person that will be reaching out to Gemini. We have, you're mysterious. I could never seem to figure you out. Sometimes I feel like you're hiding something from me. I never know where I stand with you. So this person could be trying to figure you out right now. You know, maybe you aren't chasing them. They're used to that. Maybe you haven't reached out to them in a very long time, okay? There could be this energy here of maybe you're looking different or you're doing things different. You know, I'm hearing that song from Drake. You used to call me on my cell phone. Late night when you need my love. Call me on your cell phone. Late night when you need my love. And I know when the hotline blings, bang, dang, dang, that can only mean one thing. Dang, dang, dang. Okay, that's the kind of energy I'm getting, y'all. Like, when you would call this person, that means one thing, right? It's like they had you in this niche or this box here and didn't want to let you grow to your full potential within this relationship. No, you are somebody that I talk to every once in a while, and I will give you time when I have time for you, and you're going to have to be okay with that. I don't feel like you were okay with that, and so you don't make their hotline bling no more, and I feel like they're wondering about that, okay? We have, you're my favorite. Okay, it says, you're the person I want to call when something good or bad happens. My first thought I have when I have news to share. You're my person. This you're my favorite card always kind of rubs me a certain type of way because it smells of, I have others that aren't my favorite though, right? It's like, you're the person that I want to call when something good or bad happens, but you know, I have people that around me that maybe I don't want to call. I just very strongly feel like there's somebody here that has options. I just feel that very strongly. But you are their favorite out of all the options. I mean, right? That's something, Gemini. I'm sorry. I'm being very sarcastic because I'm kind of over this energy a little bit. Like, how dare this person show up and disrespect my Gemini gang like this? This is bullshit. It's almost Gemini season. Off with their fucking heads at this point. Okay, so we have spoiling you. I want to give you the good life. I want to spoil you with gifts and trips and everything that you could ever need and want and deserve, and you deserve nothing less. It's like, what about that heart, though? You know what I mean? It's like, okay, well, the trips and the gifts and the all that, you know, the meals and the fancy cars and all that stuff is nice, but what about your heart? Is your heart in there, buddy? Because that's really what I want. Your heart. I don't give a fuck about any of that other stuff. I feel like a lot of my Geminis, you guys could get that for yourselves. Can you give me what's in that chest? Okay, can you give me your heart? Listen, y'all, I wasn't even meaning to say it like that. I meant like the chest, like your actual chest where your heart's at. But look, on that chest, yeah, this person might have kept their love locked up. Okay, because I gotta focus on money. I can't invest in this again. So I'm gonna, for some of you guys, need to go towards something that's a little bit easier. I don't need to invest in it. So I know with you, I have to invest in you. I feel like some of you guys made that abundantly clear. Let's get one more. Others' opinions. Do I ever get tired of being right? Some of you guys might ask. Occasionally. When messages like this come out, yeah. You know, I'd love for somebody to come in here and shock the shit out of me for once. We have, I feel bound by my culture, my family's beliefs on how I should live my life, and working towards breaking free from limiting myself based on others' beliefs. So for some of you guys, the third party, the interference, the other person interjecting into the relationship, because that can be what that can be as well. When there's another option introduced, it's not always a lover. Sometimes it's a family member, it's a friend. You know, there's this energy here of this person worrying about other people's opinions about your relationship for whatever reason. Okay? Maybe you're a spiritualist over here. We already picked up on that. Maybe this person's like, how am I going to introduce my family to the local tarot reader, right? Because low key, we would probably make fun of this kind of energy if it wasn't for the fact that now I have to introduce that. It's like there's something maybe about you, Gemini, that's very taboo that this person would probably joke with other people about. You know? Like this person might joke with people and people might be like, oh yeah, I'm reading your fortune, right? Or, you know, zodiacs are, you know, horoscopes, that's bullshit, right? And there'd be like laughing and all this stuff. But if that's actually who you are, like that's a big part of your life and you take it seriously and they perceive to take it seriously, like they seem like they take it seriously when they're around you, but around their friends and family, it's like, I feel like their friends and family would be a little bit weird, like, or weirded out by that and not... because what it feels like is like, I'm just using the spiritualist as an example because it's out here, guys, but it could be anything, okay? But it's almost giving the energy of like this person, you know, they've joked around a lot about this kind of stuff with this person, and then they're bringing you to dinner and it's like crickets. Everybody's like, okay, but don't you like talk shit about these kind of people like on the low? Now you're with one, like, it's like, you got some explaining to do. It's giving that kind of energy, guys. So, yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm getting. This reading has been all over the place, but y'all, hey, it's your reading, right? Let's get some more messages. Let's get the birds really quickly, too, because this was way longer than I was expecting it to be. But I guess that's okay. We have the hummingbird. Release what you've been carrying and lighten up. New joys on the way. I'm just going to read these. We have the magpie, reevaluate your priorities. It's time to let go of what you no longer need. We have the kingfisher, prosperity is flowing. Have faith that you will receive it in perfect form. We have the turkey, honor your own time of harvest. Offer your gifts as blessings and service to give to the greater good. We have the hawk, pay attention, a powerful message is being communicated now. We talked about that. You are getting a lot of messages through divination right now. Pay attention to them. And also, if you do that kind of work, your gifts are a blessing. The duck, find comfort and balance in the simple ways. You have support all around you. And last but not least, the flicker, new rhythms are coming into your life now. You are encouraged to trust and adapt. Well, all right, guys. That wasn't exactly what I was expecting. It went all over the place, but I do hope that it helps, hope it resonates, hope it does something, and I will see y'all in the next one. Bye.